The DSD company is a service company. People think it's a software or it's a system, but it's actually a service company. I started as an education company and then services to allow the students to implement the ideas that we teach in the courses. We connect the dots, so we reach out to companies that are developing technologies and we help dentists make better decisions, treatment planning decisions and business decisions. So we have business consultancy, we have treatment planning services, full service lab, a marketing agency, team training, support, all kinds of services to implement modern comprehensive dentistry.
We were doing, as Christian mentioned before, they are a service company. We started the company as an engineering company and we failed. We have no success selling the PIC system. So we start providing services, and in those services, we didn't know we are doing DSD. We really copy your idea to start not only to do the jobs for them, but also to put them in an organization, in a PowerPoint, we want to present you what we are going to do. It was a game changer for us because we get the attention of the doctors of, hey, these guys know what they do.
The technology was already very good and very useful, but doctors were not really seeing the value of acquiring it, learning how to do it by themselves. And that's when you shifted into, I develop my technology, but I'm also gonna develop a service so doctors can use my technology through my service.
Exactly, the market wasn't mature enough. So we say, okay, let's do services. We launched our own milling center and we were going clinic by clinic with the PIC system. Then we go back to our milling center. We do the DSD presentation. We do of course, the framework. We send this to the labs. We were doing this to the labs. The labs approve, modify the design, come back to us. We milled the extractor. We go to the clinic. So we were in between the clinic and the lab doing DSD and PIC.
You were connecting the clinician and the lab. And that's, I think, was a super smart move from you guys, because I always use as an example the story of Invisalign. You know, I learned from their business model the same with DSD. For many years, I was giving the lectures. People were very happy with the content, but almost nobody was using the ideas after the lectures. And that's when we say, okay, we need services, we need to support, because I think that great ideas are usually overrated and good implementation is underrated. And you probably suffered the same, you know, amazing technology, doctor is, I love it, but then when it comes to bringing it to routine, it's very challenging, you know, and we need to support the doctors. We need to come with a solution that is from A to Z. Doctor, if you come with me, I'm gonna make your life easier, not more complicated.
Exactly. Now we have like a hybrid solution. Now we have the technology, we have the PIC system, and we have the PIC Pro training, which is a 3 days or 5 days, very intense training in-house. And they are coexisting. There is no one without the other. If you purchase the PIC system, you have to implement the PIC Pro course with your associates, your assistants.
As a dentist, we have so much to learn from engineers. When we talk about DSD, we talk a lot about the architectural project of building a smile, but then the engineer perspective of building systems, efficiency and high performance. As dentists, usually we don't have that as a natural behavior. Dentistry is still today, on the 21st century, done in a very uncontrolled way. Of course, the best dentists in the world, they have the experience, even intuition, and most of the cases end up well, but there's not many systems. There's no systems for diagnostics, very little systems for team communication, for treatment planning, for execution. And that's the concept that we're trying to bring to the DSD world of doing dentistry in a more guided way. becoming more an engineer as you plan your smile rehabilitation, as you execute your smile rehabilitation. One of the main topics of my lectures nowadays is, as a dentist, how can you learn to implement systems in your office? Everything in your office should be a system. And I also say that buying technology as a fragmented solution is a disaster. And most doctors are buying fragmented technology, fancy fragmented technology. And then you see the technology sitting on the corner, underutilized, because it's not inserted on the system.
We lost a lot of deals with customers because send me the scanner. We are not a device provider. Sorry, I'm not sending you the device. I'm not purchasing PIC. Okay, I'm sorry, good luck. Because we know what is the disaster after this. You purchase technology, you don't know how to implement it, you don't know what to do with it. We never provide the system without the PIC Pro training. And this PIC Pro training, it's 3 days or 5 days. In a 3 days training, we are doing 8 to 14 cases. And in a 5 days, 12 to 18. So it's like a window. At the end, you are going to do more than 10 full arch cases in 3 days.
All the way to the end.
All the way. From the DSD till the delivery.
That is the real system, is the whole process. I think the collaboration between PIC and DSD, it's a natural thing, you know. DSD is always stepping back, looking at the big picture, and bringing the right tools to help doctors implement all the processes that we teach on the courses. And that's why, you know, in every clinical course that we have Adrián and his team demonstrating PIC. We are always very honest, telling the doctors you're not ready, maybe the system is not for your business model right now. You need to get to this level to be able to make money with the system, but we always demonstrate PIC. There's no doubt that this is the best, most precise system to scan implants on big implant cases. That's not even in on the discussion.
Yeah, and on the other hand, DSD is our best platform to introduce those customers that they don't know how to start with the digital, in which digital journey they are. So we bring them and we really teach them, hey, you want to understand and to learn the big picture? You want to be really digital? Go here, learn, and when you are ready, of course, we are here to tell you, but you need to learn first.
Fantastic.